I say so. Good morning, everyone. Here's a trade we placed inside of our community on the NASDAQ 100. Here's the proof and the screenshot that we placed this trade yesterday, and this trade is almost up about $2,000. If you would have placed the same trade of the same amount, then you would have benefited from it. This trade is approaching some of our profit targets, already passed profit target 2, and then headed towards profit target 3. So right now what I'm going to begin to do is I'm going to begin to scale out of this because I have 5 contracts. So I'm looking to sell 1 contract, and then I'm going to let the rest ride as we're approaching recent all-time highs again at this level here. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you tapping in. Have a great.
How did you know your wife was the one for you? Man, listen, because she challenged me. See, the right one. And the voice so hoarse, and you know I got that thing, of course.
Hi guys, my name is Jehovah Johnson from Latin Connectors, and
Yo, boo. Good morning, everyone. Here's a trade that we placed inside of our community. Yo. Checking in on the stream. Let's get it. Okay, we can mute, we can talk, we can do all of that. All right, so here we go. Let's look at the market. All right, so we got the NASDAQ creeping up here pretty much. So our entry, let me see, what was our entry at? Entry was at about 20, what was my entry? 22,851. So that was our entry about right here, kind of like at this. Yeah. Oh, you probably be better if you come. Yeah, right here. If you're trying to. Yeah. Oh, you can see this. Okay. So yes, our entry is right here. So I'm looking to scale out one of these contracts here, especially if we come back. Obviously, we had recent all-time highs. We had some news come out. This morning, and basically we got Trump asking. I think he's asking for like. Hold on, let me go to Twitter. I think he's asking for like 300 basis points of rate cuts. So basically, bro is just trying to pressure the Fed to cut. The market is buying that. We also had the Fed minutes come out as well this morning. And yeah, I want to say, let me see, Fed minutes and spotlight. That's in challenges. Economic calendar. I think they came out already. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So we got the minutes coming out. I mean, I'm expecting the minutes are gonna say pretty much that they're what I would for sure and volatile. I don't know what it's gonna do. Okay, let's look at APP. So we got APP. We got APP kind of coming up to this 360, 362 area. That would be good. So if we can get over 362 on APP, this 360 area, we can kind of reclaim some of the supply. Then I think we'll be okay. APP is one of those stocks, like it just moves, like it moves in chunks. Like you might wake up one day and it might be up 7-8%. You know, the only really the only reason why they had this drop right here, they had this huge drop is because they didn't get added to the S&P 500. So since they didn't get added to the S&P 500, yeah, like a lot of investors dropped that. But if you really look at and zoom out and go back, like from here to here, I was looking at this like last week. It's done literally from the lows is up like 200%. So that's why I think this area here, like, yeah, we had a few breakup structures, but I think it's just a dip. And a lot of people took profit. I mean, and them not getting added to the S&P 500, like it's not really that big of a deal. You know, like companies sometimes like that, yeah, they got the allegations and you know stuff like that, but like big companies that go through that stuff all the time. So I think they'll be fine. Let's look at United Healthcare, trash, sideways. So yeah, UNH. I'm still in UNH right now. I'm in UNH. I got a I don't know. I don't even know what my position is in UNH. Yeah, in UNH, I got. Let me see. We have 2205. Yeah, 22. Okay. Yeah, so UNH, I only got one call right now. It's down about like 22%. That call is a $300 call, but we got until June 2026. So we got a lot of time. But that was just like a starter position for me. Obviously we caught the breakout. Right, we broke out all the way up to like 330, and now we kind of just retesting this area. But I just think it's gonna sideways chop until they clear up some things. Like I said, it's still one of the biggest. It still is the biggest healthcare stock in the space. So you know, I think it's just kind of like too big. It's too big to fail. I'm just looking at some news. Analysts average target of 363. United Healthcare falls. Wall Street Journal report on Doge investigating. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, just some short-term volatility. So it's cool. All right, let's look at some other stocks. All right, so on my watch list right now, like I have Apple. So I like Apple right now. Obviously we had this breakout here, right? And we go down to the 1 hour chart. Yeah, we can you can see that. Where's my yeah, we're gonna take all of that off. All right, so we got here. Okay. Yeah, like I've been looking at Apple for a minute. Yeah, so I like Apple. Let me go a little bit deeper. All right, so high, pause, swing low. Yeah, so right now Apple is respecting this this demand level where you see like this green highlighted box rectangle here is respecting this demand level here. Right, we've already came down, we bounced here. This is on a 4 hour chart too, so this is good. Good signs, good strength. Bounced here, came up, bounced here, bounced here. We have like two bottom wicks right here. Obviously, like I said, we already broke out in the short term, right? But I mean, Apple is one of those stocks that like when it moves, and I think people right now are forgetting that Apple is still, you know, the top three. I think it's like number two. I think Nvidia just became like the $4 trillion stock, $4 trillion company today in terms of market cap. But Apple is still them. People are just kind of shading them right now because they don't have a lot of the AI corporations that they're saying. They've been a little bit slow. They haven't really kept up with everyone else. But I just believe that Apple is probably doing some stuff on the back end. And it's still too big to fail. So right now the stock is down like about, I think like maybe like 20%. Right now, hold on, let me go to NASDAQ because I think we just came down to that level. But let me go back to the hourly chart. Why does it take me so long to zoom out? Oh, we came. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay.
This one was at 3K, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Damn. Nose candle like shit. That
Yeah.
shit broke out.
Yeah, that's a breakout for sure. It's a flagpole. And now we kind of, I mean, this is just normal for me. This is just normal price action, and honestly, I think this is really like just the start of this week, because this week, no, I don't know why is it not loading? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's just the let me go back and look at my chat. Okay. So we have the extension on tariffs, right? And the market pretty much already knows that once we get an extension, that's just a negotiation period, and the market is okay with that. Clearly, we went past all-time highs all time, and literally within like 2.5 months. So we had that deadline, right? We have Trump calling for rate cuts, right? We have Trump calling for rate cuts. Summary, institutional play, NVIDIA. I don't need NVIDIA, AMD. Oh, that's what I need to look at today. I need to, no. Okay. So AMD. All right. Yeah, I got to lock in on that. That's why I couldn't see it. The screen is too small. I don't like hymns. I had to do more research on Qualcomm. I think Robinhood came down for a how much did we come off the high? We came off about 10%. That would have been good. That's a good little area. Okay. So I like Robinhood too. All right. So on my watch list today is definitely Robinhood. Lily's not really moving like that, but I gotta put Lily on the second, on the back end. Yeah, so I really like AMD. I gotta do more on Qualcomm. Caterpillar. It's been going nuts. Not too crazy, but it's been doing some stuff. Yeah, we almost at recent all-time high. But let me go and X that out. Walmart volume stock. I think that's gonna go back up. Amazon. Bezos just sold a bunch of stock. He sold a bunch the other day. Entry area. What we doing? Oh, now we kind of coming off a little bit. Yeah, so that would have been a good scale out. Hey, Vaughn, you do me a favor. Go. Never mind. I got it because I don't know what the hell it is.
What?
Yeah, I need what I have those monitors in there. That shit got like stay on the charger.
Oh, you need the block, like the universal.
Nah, I got the blocks right there.
All right. Trying to find the universal thing.
I just need the cord. But I
Oh,
don't know where my. I cannot find that, bro. Trying to trade. Yes. Not unusual.
Oh, the speaker downstairs. It's in my room.
Oh, it's in your room.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear it. It's kind of unusual. You move. Yeah. All right, we here, man. We back. Back on the screen. Check out the way I lean. I ain't even tripping. Eating. Here we go. All right, we back. We back on the screen. All right, we go. So yeah, so we looking at. So all right, so basically we went up to that all-time high and completely rejected it as expected. That would have been a good short to take if you took that short. Right now, we coming back. Honestly, we coming back right near the entry, but I don't think this is not something that's like news related. It's just price action. You come to a high, people take profits, and So I think as long as we close above this entry area of about 23,000, we'll be fine. Which I think we'll do. I think we'll probably end the day up like 0.5 or 0.6 or whatever on NASDAQ. So yeah, moving along. This probably is honestly probably a good area for like a re-entry, since we have high, higher low demand here all around this area, but we're attacking all these previous highs. So that's probably like a lot of previous highs. So those can pretty much like act as support as well. So I like anything kind of like over this blue confluence zone for a re-entry, but just keep in mind that we are near all-time highs. So price has to go discovery. Even though things may be looking as bullish as they may seem, a lot of times like a stock is still gonna no matter what a stock, a chart, no matter what it is, like it's still gonna come down eventually. So to retest some areas, that's what it does. But long term, we want to play to the upside. So yeah. So moving along from there, let's just go over the yields real quick. Let's see what the yields are doing. So the yields are pretty much all of them all down. I like to look at like the 2-year for the short term. Obviously the 30-year for those bonds. We were trending up for a little bit, getting back into that 5 area. So anytime we get into that 5 area, stocks usually drop. But if you actually look back at it long term wise, so we're still not as even nearly as high as we were before. But this 5 area we've been playing with, it's definitely a area to watch pretty much on the 30-year bond yields. USD JPY on the yen trade. I don't want to go into that much. Let me see. I like this one more. Okay. But yeah, moving along. So the VIX is down. VIX crush. Low volatility right now. Risk is definitely on. I think on the fear and greed index, I think we're pretty in greed or like extreme greed area. So, I think we're about to see a lot of supply shock, up into these kind of areas here. Even for my trade now, I want to say like my ultimate profit target is like 23.5 to 20 or so. But for me, I'm a scale out type of person. And I like that when we return to levels, because typically, like, for example, like even if I'm looking at on the daily time frame of NASDAQ, like we've already cleared this upward trend line area. And then if we go back here, we were here before in December 2024, we passed this area and then we created new all-time highs. So we create those new all-time highs, right? And then now we just got to kind of see what price is going to land. And once price lands, we'll continue to go up the stairs, definitely towards the remainder of the year. America's pretty much, they're already fine. We're already fine with us having a slower economy. That's not an issue. We're fine with us having a slower economy. Everyone pretty much knows that we have high debt. Real estate's not doing good, but the stock market is at all-time highs because investors know that things are about to get very cheap from a speculative and an active from a speculative format. So moving along, let's put some money to work. So I like Robinhood. I've been liking Hood. I like the company. I like what they stand for. I like what they're doing in terms of prediction markets, and prediction markets are going to be the future. So it's really already here now. But with them integrating crypto and card, and they pretty much have an integration system at this point. But the trade that I really want to enter is I missed this 133 entry, right, for going long on AMD. And if we go down on the time frame, you can kind of see that we gapped up a little bit. So we came down, respected it. Obviously, previous support area. Previous resistance area, broke through the resistance, came back down, touched support, gap down here, 133 entry long. Now we're coming back here. So let's look for an entry. Okay. All right. So basically, we have here on this zone. Now we got candles. Kind of bearish around me. Let's see. Okay. I don't like the candles though. Where's my damn? Where's my goddamn indicators? Oh, here it is. Candlestick patterns. There we go. All right, gold. I see ya. I see you creeping up there. Okay. Oh, head and shoulders. Look at that joint. Look at that, man. A falling wedge. We got a falling wedge all down. All right, and then we had this pattern, and now we kind of got this flagpole breaking out. So left shoulder, right shoulder. So we got a head and shoulders pattern. So we got a shoulder, head, shoulder, right shoulder here. Now we got to continue to break out. So the pattern really starts. Hold on 1 second. How do I got too much shit on my screen? Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I got. That's the only thing. These aren't that big. Okay. So. Yeah. So only thing I don't like about patterns is sometimes it can be hard to kind of. It can be hard to kind of. I don't even trade with EMAs. I don't even know how these are on here. Oh, here it is right here. I'm tripping. Okay, whatever. Here. No. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. It's on the 4 hour. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about trading on. Damn, look at that. That's nice. So yeah, I mean, really, that'd be a good little entry because we done kind of, trend line. We started here, started here, started here, started there, trend, boom. We haven't even fell below it. Still didn't even fall below it here. So I think that's a good entry on AMD.
You gonna wait for it to get out that zone?
Nah, talking about right here.
Yeah, that green, nice green zone. You gonna wait till it get
Nah, I'm fine with entering right here because for me, I'm gonna probably go. Like, let me see. Like, I think AMD is gonna do real good the rest of the year. Ever since old boy Oppenheimer, they raised the. Let me see. Q2 financial results after market close has been reduced price by 33%. So AMD, the reason why I like AMD is obviously everyone knows AMD is cheaper than Nvidia, but with where everything is going, right? AI, I feel like is just going to get cheaper and cheaper. Like, yes, Nvidia is still going to be at the forefront, but I think once AMD has a proof of concept that if their products work just as good as Nvidia's or as an AVGO, then why not? Why wouldn't a company, you know, why wouldn't a company buy in bulk those as well? Now I do just think they can all coexist. Like, I don't think it's not like one or the other. And I think that's wasn't at the time the market was not factoring that in, because we're still learning about AI. So we have swing high right here, swing high. So we come back, break, swing high, swing low, swing high here. So good. So 121. All right. So now I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna build a. Why is my view so zoomed in? Zoom out. Oh shit! Damn, where was that? Oh man, perfect. There we go. All right, cool. Now I can work with that. All right, here we go. So AMD. All right, so they got. We have some updates. Got a buy rating. Just killed it so far. But I see something. I see a pattern. Mm-hmm. So we got a high. So we got a high here. Retest here. This one isn't as this isn't a really. It's not a clean breakout pattern. On the short term, this is really like for the 1 hour chart, honestly. So if you look at the 1 hour, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, I got both swings on. That's why. I'm tripping. I like the blue. I like the red and the green. Turn that one off. Okay. All right. So right now we just charted up AMD. We're looking at basically a descending triangle on the 1 hour time frame. Pretty much, you can basically see that we have some highs and some higher lows in between the pattern. It's pretty much been trading sideways, but it also gapped down here. Now we're kind of moving and trending back up. AMD is like, one of those stocks that right now the market is ready for it. So it's at 138 right now. We still got a long way to go for this baby to get all the way back up to 227. So the market's gonna do its thing. The stock is still down 38%. But I think AMD is gonna be one of those stocks this year that is just gonna keep getting price target upgrades, right? And AMD is one of those companies right now where we have retested this 114 area, came down, broke all the way down when everything was going on, unrelated to AMD fundamentally. Then we came back up, break down, broke up, and we held. So as long as we hold 120 on AMD, I think we're good. I like 115, 120. As long as we hold that 120, 115 area, I think we'll be good. So AMD, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm looking for. Let's look at positions. I'm looking to go $120 call on AMD, right? I'm going to make the range to 100%. I'm going to go imply volatility. Let's say it's like 70, right? So we can get there. We can go by November. Those are our percentage gains. What's the amount gains? Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it? Okay. Swing high. Break, sell, profit take. Up. Consolidating triangle. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I just don't know if it's worth it. Like, I feel like I can make, for a stock to get to. It's the only thing about. So we can go. Let's go September 19th, AMD. So that'll give us about 2.5 months. All right. And then if we want to go, let's go about 5 contracts. All right, what's my profit targets? My next one is like really like retest 148, past 150. And it could take a minute. So my ultimate target is probably like 180 or so. I mean, it took like, how many days did it take for it to get up there? Shit, I'm tripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So that took about a month. For it to have and that's a lot of that was just normal price action, and then we came in with the price upgrade. Let me ask ChatGPT. Good morning, everyone. Here's a trade that we placed inside of our community on the NASDAQ 100. Here's the proof and the screenshot that we placed this trade yesterday. And this trade is awesome. She said I was mad. Okay. Let's go AMD. All right, so AMD, if I put 12K, if I put 10K on AMD. Oh, let me look at this. Okay, yeah, so targets 170, 177. Risk to reward, $7. Why AI server demand, surging the demand for position as a real competitor. AI confirmed their entity. Okay, so they crushed their EPS. What was their EPS? So right now we on the stream. I know you guys can't really see, but let me drag my chat over here. So basically, when I'm looking at a company, when I'm looking at trading a company, I want to pretty much know what's important to me is the EPS, the earnings per share. Like how much did their EPS grow? How much did they beat it by percentage wise? I don't really care about the money. Obviously, we wanted them to gain revenue, but the earnings per share towards the investors is the most important thing. So, why is this shit so fucking just? All right, there we go. All right. Q1 EPS. They barely beat the EPS, but they beat it. Gaming slightly declined, showing early signs of AI demand ramping. All right. Insider price targets. And then another thing I look at too is why am I drawing a fucking blank? Unusual. I go to Unusual Whales. I like to use Unusual Whales to pretty much like look at the flow. So let me just zoom this out real quick. Zoom out. Ow. All right, here we go. So let's go option screener. No, I'm sorry, not screener. Let's go. I want to look at AMD. Let's just type in AMD. And pretty much, I want to look at what is the volume, right? I can look at like what's the head. I can see all of the hedge fund flows. I can see the institutional ownership. has been growing and growing and growing, on the back end, right? So the institutional ownership for Q4, Q5 has been growing. AMD ownership, obviously Vanguard, BlackRock, they all own it. See what the analysts are saying. Okay, so right now, 84% recommendations from the last 2 months. 84% of recommendations from analysts are saying buy, and the rest of the 50% are saying hold. So, so we got some targets. Yeah. So we got Citigroup at 145 with 152, 175. Rosenblatt. This was the one that he tweeted out. Rosenblatt. He tweeted out they have a $200 price target for AMD. And, obviously the news surged on there. Let's look at the insider transactions. All right, here we go. So this is like the heat map pretty much. So the buy volume is by the premium. Okay, average sell price. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the chain. All right, so pretty much if I wanted to place a trade on AMD, so I'm looking at a 120 call, right, all the way out pretty much in September. So I can go and I can look up. Am I looking at September? What am I looking at? September 19th. So this will show me pretty much those same dates. So we're in July, right? That's July. That's August. Here we go, September 19th. So from here, I can filter all of these out here, and then I can be able to see like what's the open interest depending on the contract. So this is a strike for 110. So my strike could be 120. Right. So the open interest right now is about 11,595. The volume is decent. It ain't really super sexy. But it's not bad at the same time. So, and then I can just kind of scroll over. I can look at the data, the delta theta ratio. I like this one right here. I don't even want to see all of these. I want to see the volume, the open interest plus minus. I don't want to see the last. I want to see the delta and the theta and the IV, obviously. That's all I really care about. So right now you can see we got a lot of volume towards this 150 strike. This one has the most volume, the most open interest. The 140 strike, right? The 120 strike also has pretty good open interest. But in turn, when it comes down to like picking an actual contract, you can see that the delta, for this 145 or 140. So typically with options, I like to stick with like even numbers. Those are a little bit more sexier. I'm not really worried about the volume because you want to wait for the volume to buy in into the stock. I'm obviously going a little bit more safer with my entry. So my entry is going to be, I like that 120 area on the charts as a safe zone, but I also like this kind of 132, 130 area. So, because if we break there, then okay, we break there. But all right, so I'm not going lower than 130, 135 for me. So 130 area of interest, open interest 56.73. Decent delta. I like that 145. Okay, I'm gonna go 140. All right, I'm gonna go 140. All right, so 140. See, that's a huge difference. All right, so we're gonna go 140. So we can go 140 for 5K on AMD. And yeah, we're going October. We're going September 19th. Actually, I'm sorry, we're going 4370. So $4,370 on AMD. Price targets at the strike is at 140. Price targets of 170 and above. So 160. What percentage gain is that? That percentage gain would be about 15%. I mean, for a stock to do that, I mean, that's nuts. It's really going to depend on their earnings. 82%. So the stock is risen 80% off of lows. So it's definitely possible for this stock to end up in the, I would say, 100 to 120% range for the remainder of the year. So we're going to do that the remainder of the year. I'm looking at kind of, like I said, like that kind of 170, no higher than 175 and 161. So price targets is between 160 and 175. I'm looking at the 140 call for September 19th. Or do I want to do? What do I want to go October to give me a little bit more time? That give me 100 days. Yeah, fuck it, why not? So let's go 4 contracts on AMD. We're gonna execute that trade right now. All right. All right, here we go. Average target is 132 with a range of 95 to 200. Market watch. Okay, median round. Recent analyst revisions. New target 145. See, all of these analysts are upgrading. That's a good sign. Bearish cautious views. Reduce. Bernstein. Shut the fuck up. Piper Sandler. Everybody's after advancing AI event. Bank of America maintained by a takeaway summary. Cautious outliers, citing China export risks and aggressive competition. All right, so $5,000. We got 4 contracts. We're about to go in. We get to our price targets. You can see that'll be a 20 to 30% rise in the stock. Get to our price targets, within 2 months. That 5,000 trade will net us anywhere from about 10 to 14K. And then obviously it could go a lot higher from there. So I think that's gonna be my trade for the day. For sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of move this joker up to I'm gonna move it up to here as a current trade that I'm in. You guys can just kind of see, like, I know we're streaming live right now, and you guys can kind of see like how long it can take to, like, really break down. What's good, Ant? I just seen you. I didn't even see you, my G. On my watch list. Yep, I got Hood on my watch list. It dropped about 10%. Literally, I have it on my watch list. Yeah, we up 3% already today. Shit, and they finna report earnings. at the end of the month. So this might not be a bad entry on Robinhood. All right, I'm gonna throw some cheese down on Robinhood too. All right, so we got 140 call. We got 140 call. We doing on what is this? I don't know what this is. We got 140 call that we doing on AMD, right? And we going in. We going. I'm gonna just write this on my screen so I remember to do it today. 140 call, AMD, September 19th. Oh no, October 17th. I said.
That's when the contract in.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna expire. So we got about a little bit less than let me see, 30, 40, 30, 60, 90, about 3 months. So I like 3 months. Some are just getting kicked off too. So I think
You usually keep them in for that long, or you check them out before that?
Just depends. Like if we hit these levels, like my target is 160 to 175. Like we've already off of the lows, we already 80% off the 80% up off the lows, like for this year. So I think at the remainder of the year, we could be. I think once like anywhere from 160 to 175, because that'll give us 100 to 120%. Like that's, for AMD to rise off of the lows like that, 100 120% around these areas, that's strong. I'm definitely gonna take some profit then, for sure. But that's why I'm buying multiple contracts, because I could sell 1, 2, and I can hold the rest on the way up. Yeah. So with options, like I always take out my original profit. Okay. So for sure. All right. So AMD, we got 4 contracts, 4K. I'm sorry, 5K. We're trying to make 13K, 10 to 14K on that one. So that's a 5K position of risk. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's check Hood out. I like Hood. I've been liking Hood. I had Hood charted up, man, but Robinhood right now, man, is just it's like one of those stocks that it's really just not, it ain't stopping. All right, so let's check out Hood. All right, here we go. All right, let's look at the call and put volume. PE ratio 52. It's pretty good. PE ratio doesn't matter. Options. Volatility IV rank. All right, damn. Shit. IV is.
I wonder when you come closer. Over time you go and go far. When I pull up, you wanna come go far. Only get out of me, Martin, yeah. I wonder when you come closer. Over time you go and go far. When I pull up, you wanna come go far. Only get out of me, Martin, yeah. If you want to be closer, one step closer. Nowadays, closer.
Damn, I missed my entry on Hood. Can't get them all. That's okay.
Where you trying to enter in it?
Like right here.
Right there.
But it's not. That's just a support area. Uh-huh. Like when I look at entries, like I'm looking here, right, and then honestly, if that's a zone I'm looking at, right, then that's also like a good thing, because I'm looking forward to close above this area. Mm-hmm. Right. So probably like you could do a limit order like 93, but like I don't mind getting in, what I'm saying, late, especially when I know like it's respected this area so much. So what I think, just looking off of just this chart, just seeing so many charts like this, I think we break above. We break above. If we get past 95, right? Yeah, because we're gonna fill this gap and then we're gonna create a new all-time high. Every time we go like level to level, I'm like, okay, like we finna go. It's just like the NASDAQ right here. Same thing we did here. We did the same shit. Watch this. Yeah, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more crazy. Yeah.
We tested that entire candle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a flagpole for sure. So yeah, bro, I do not like this. All of this. Too many lines. Anyways, yeah. Taking 4 hours. Yeah, you can see right here. See how we had all this confluence, all this right here, and then when we started breaking up, we broke here, so we cleared these areas. Then we came here. Now, if I was on that hour, I would have saw like that. Now that shit was this morning, right? So that was pretty early, right? So once we clear here, that would have been kind of hard to catch. But like I said, my entry was here. So I knew this was like a demand area. So my entry, I'm tripping. My second entry was here. First entry was here. So first entry here, second entry here.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. Anyways, let's get in this AMD though. Let's look at hood. Yeah. So if we close above right now, we buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We about a couple dollars above. All right, on hood. All right, let's get into the breakdown. If you still on the stream or you watch later, you can see I'm using ChatGPT to give me a breakdown on Robinhood pretty much. Range right now is the 120. Market beat, recent analyst revisions. Previous target of $50. Now it's $100. God damn. 60 to 110. Overweight. Yeah, this might be one of them ones, man. Analysts are divided. Bullish upside by tokenized stock launch in the EU. Crypto expansion. That's the crazy thing about Robinhood. Robinhood is very, very beneficial towards crypto, towards stocks, towards a retail driven platform. Yeah. So okay. So now it's and it had a tokenized stock launch. Okay. All right. Give me the risk. Give me the risk and a full breakdown. All right, here we go. Sniper. Trade planning. Breakout retest. Bull flag formation. Yes, I see that right there. Bull flag. All right, now we kind of breaking out. We're going to custom levels. So we're looking at AMD. Let's look up some, let's get some charts. Charty charts. All right, so I like 90. I like 90 for a possible retest, right? I don't never use these. Get those out of here. Let's turn that on. Let's turn those chart predators on. Yes, I see that. Thank you very much. Also like 80. Just because this bitch been moving so much, man. Like anytime, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Like anytime, like I said, anytime a stock just been going straight up, I'm very, very skeptical on it. Like I hate to think like that. But obviously we got this head and shoulders. We got this shoulder and this shoulder right there. We did, when was that? February, when everything was going on. So 65. Even though it's way down here, 65 is the main level that we cleared. We cleared 65 when all of the tariff stuff's going on. Then everything cleared. We cleared 65. That That would have been a good entry. So I like 65, but I'm not gonna go that low. I'm very bullish on Robinhood. The lowest I'm going is 80 for a strike. So 80, I think I'm gonna get an $80 strike, and then I'm gonna get a. I think I'm gonna get a. Let me see. Where's $80 at? Yeah, so $80 strike. Nah, swing low. Okay, we can go to the previous high. That's fine. So yeah, that's same thing. Okay, so $80 will be 20% off the stock. I don't see the stock dropping that much. But just because, like I said, the stock has literally just been on a tear since then, I'm kind of skeptical on it.
For it to hit that strike price.
Nah. I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna enter with the $80 strike price. So ever since then we cleared, so 20%, and ever since we cleared that 65 area, the stock done risen by 54%, pretty much. Let me see, have they had any stock splits? So high quality, if we get a compression pullback. That's what I'm not looking at too. I need to be looking at Twitter. Ouch. Yeah, so ideal entry, yeah. So it already has like kind of my prereqs. 91, 93 zone, previous breakout and base before that final leg. So that's kind of like what I'm talking about right there. You know, so I'm tripping. Let me go back. Profit targets, risk to reward, 1-to-1, 3 to 3.5 confirmation for volume uptick. RSI holding above 50. What is the RSI on this hub? I do like to kind of look at RSI too sometimes, which is just basically a very simple relative strength index. I don't usually use it for trading though, because it's not really, but I do like to see if something is like overbought, oversold. Yeah, so typically like above 80. You know, that's a good. Let me see. Yeah, so and then basically you just kind of, what the fuck is wrong? This is not my chart. This is not my chart. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so you can see like, all right, so the overbought area was like 78, right? So it was overbought, and then we sold off a little bit. Because then the RSI dropped down to like 60. So this is a good area to buy. It's not bad. 60. So last time we was at 60, right? We was here, and we go down about 57, and then we kind of raise up. And every time we raise up, we went to like 69. So like, yeah, so usually like 80-20 on RSI. 80 is like definitely overbought. But it's like you can't really, don't just use RSI. Like, it's a very lagging like indicator, but it does show you overbought, oversold.
What is overbought, oversold?
Overbought is like the stock's been overbought, but like I said, but sometimes like we was looking at the analysts, and a lot of these people are overweight. Like, so they're basically, they have over leverage or over exposure like of their position, you know, like in that trade.
Okay.
Does that kind of like make sense?
Yeah, a little bit more.
So like if they would usually do like $50, now they doing 75. You know, they're over. Okay. Yeah, because they have like budgets and stuff like that. I would say like certain allocations that they will do like towards a certain stock, right? So, all right, here we go. Catalyst, tokenized crypto payments. I like this trade because I see Bitcoin going 150,000 at the end of the year. And one thing I know is stocks. If you take stocks like Coinbase, for example, or a stock like MicroStrategy, like them stocks move because those stocks are related to. Damn, that bitch back at 400 already. It's crazy. Came all the way from 254. Like, these stocks move because they're tied to Bitcoin, right? So a stock like this, a stock like Coinbase at all-time high, right? So, and Robinhood, even from like a retail standpoint, Robinhood is still under $100. So from a retail perspective, that's very cheap. And they haven't and I don't even think Robinhood is split. Like Robinhood is still a very, very like new, you know what I mean, new stock. So if they haven't split, yeah, they just IPO'd in 2021, right? So still a pretty new, no stock splits, no forward, no reverse, remains the same. Price action, market cap. I want to know what the market cap is. Comparison to, and then I want to know what's the top competitors right now. Because the competitors of Robinhood is like, I don't know, crypto.com. I don't fucking know. Not really. They really kind of like in their own lane. So stock price, market cap, damn, that's only a $36 billion company. Boy, that's a lot of room to grow. This stock can go. Shares outstanding, revenue, now consistently profitable, and they profitable since 2024. Yeah, that's good. Competitor. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. So the market cap. So coins, so they about half the market cap. So PayPal, don't nobody use PayPal no more. Interactive Brokers, IBKR. Oh, I remember that stock. I just want to see how it's doing real quick. The stock was killing before. Damn, look at that motherfucker. Oh, they split. They split. Oh yeah, that shit is over. Once that stock split, it's very hard for them to. But they still only got like a $45 billion market cap. So when you compare these hosts to like Charles Schwab and things that are getting more like retail friendly, easy, they could get up into these numbers. Okay, so what makes it different? Young, active retail user base, first mover on tokenized stocks, 24/7 trading. Whew, that's crazy. Tight production integration, crypto stocks, debit and IRAs, profitable now with massive AUC growth, lean cost structure versus banks. Regulatory heat, heavy dependency on transaction-based revenue, less recurring, less institutional trust, blah, 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 blah. That's bullshit. Damn. It's trading at a 23 times earnings. Wow.
What is that significant?
That's basically saying it's trading at like 23 times its actual value. Like it's trading at a multiple. Trump post trade letter to Algeria, 30% tariff. Yeah, so they see like the EPS, PE, that's price to earnings. Investors are paying $23.50 for every $1 of Hood's annual earnings. Yeah, coin, but that's good for a stock though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This stock is good when shit is going bad. Another thing I want to do. All right, so after I break down hood, all right, so let me keep these right here. So I got AMD, I got hood cooking. All right, it's really like my first time like looking at the market, like as far as like searching for plays and shit. Oscar, I don't know shit about no damn Oscar. Oh yeah, I like Duolingo for a dip. I've been meaning to tap in with that. CrowdStrike too high. See, this one of them stocks that can keep going because this not even tied to tariffs. It's tied to cybersecurity, everything like that. Tech, it's AI. Lockheed Martin, this hoe gonna chop sideways unless we get some more war talks. ABGO all time high. Meta all time high. We returned. All right, RTX, that's a defense stock. Tempest AI, yeah. So I traded this breakout already, and now we done came back down, and now we just kind of range bound. Sky Champion Homes. Oh yeah, I want to buy some shares of this whole. Cause like real estate is down, so so like what's cool about this is like my long-term portfolio tab. I'll be looking at these like every now and then or so. I'll look at Nike making a little pullback. Shit, still down. But yeah, like you could instead of like buying real estate, like you could buy the stocks too. Like so, this company right here is a public company. They build the homes that we live in. So you don't have to, like, if you don't want direct real estate exposure, you can just buy the stock as well. Here, let me turn this down. Turn this off. All right, let me go back. All right, we coming up just like I thought on the natty. On that natty. Yeah, we close above here. We green, which we are looking to do. On that natty. All right. Alright, so AMD hood. That's really it. How long I've been streaming? Hour and a half. Alright, bet. So I got my breakdown of hood. But I need to know what's the flow looking like. Alright, bet.
Missing love, really wanna do something about this, cause you should be next to me. Wanna feel your energy, me and you. Put together let me rise next to. No other woman do me like you do. No other woman do me like you do, like you do. It's okay, I'ma buy you on the diamond dance. I'll fly you anywhere you want, just name me. No, I gotta get the money, day, money, day. I know you really wanna love me, I'll stop smiling. I know you really wanna love me, I'll stop smiling. I know that you wanna love me, I'll stop smiling. I know that you wanna love me, I'll stop smiling. No more crying, cry your eyes, girl, I'm here. I go today, girl, you day, share you go, day. Only you with me, let me put you on, we can love you. And if you promise somebody, just love it to my baby. Baby, girl, I'm really with me. Let me put you on, we can love you. And if you promise somebody, just love it to my baby. Baby, so make a put this to the another thing that pull long talk, she want chop the banana. She be good girl, my woman desire. No long talk, she want give it all me.
Yeah, look, Vaughn, this is another thing you can do. And this will be the last thing I do before I just kind of.
Did you go in on that Robinhood?
I'm about to right now.
Shit, I can get in on that on Webull, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Is that how do what good? Okay.
Yeah, so you can screen stocks. You know how to screen your stocks?
Mm-mm. I've always seen this, but I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, so you can basically go like. So I typically go like whatever's like. So you just go across like a screen. So you go SPX. You know, I got the NASDAQ pretty much. Natty NAS. So basically, it's only gonna show me like stocks that's on that. You know what I'm saying? That index. Those indexes pretty much. I can go a certain price if I wanted to. Like if you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, penny stocks, 10 and below, mid price level, right? Like 100 and above, you know what I'm saying, fraction, you know. You can do it like above the EMA, you can do all of that shit. So pretty much what I'm about to do is I want to see which one has risen above about 10% and above within the past month. And I want to go, and don't matter the market cap, I just want to kind of see. So you can go PE, you can go EPS, you can go a certain sector if you wanted to. So like if you understand like you want to trade the sectors that's kind of high right now, so you can go. I want to go like finance. I want to go retail, tech. Oh, let's go transportation, industrial. Let me see. Right now, the highest stock. It's free games this year. Alright. Yeah, so information technology, consumer discretionary, industrials, financials, communication, energy. So energy's been mixed. Yeah, so tech, consumer discretionary, obviously tech. Energy's been blah. Alright, so cool. Alright, so let's. Alright, I think my shit died or something, bro. Yeah, I think my shit died.
Yeah, shit is done.
Yeah, it's okay. I can just. Alright, so retrade, transportation, finance. Where's the consumer? For sure. Alright. Yeah, my shit dead. Alright, cool. So analyst rating, let's go neutral, strong, and then what this can give you too is it can give you a chart already. So basically you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, you can kind of see. Bad thing is I think I fucked this damn sector shit up. Okay, here we go. So now you can kind of just see like exactly where all of these stocks based on what you've, you know what I'm saying, what you done put in here, right? Like where basically like where they at. So bad thing is I'm gonna go not large cap, mid cap. I'm gonna go analyst rating, neutral, change in 1 month. No, I want to go 1 year. So I want to go 5% above. So like, and this is how you can kind of like add companies like to your watch list pretty much.
Okay.
So, and then if you want it, you could like save it. Like I already have another one basically, but basically it's how you kind of add shit to your watch list. Like I've been hearing about Boeing, and then you don't even have to you can do candles too. So that way like you can see like hella charts at a time. So I'm looking, I can see Boeing. All right, Boeing had a flagpole. I can go right here. I can click it, right, and then I can where's that damn thing at?
And it's basically just to see the potential of a stock.
Well, yeah, you can add it to your watch list.
Mhm.
Boom, you can just click the little flag right here, right, or like I said, already opened it, or if you got your multiple screens, you know what I'm saying, all set up and stuff like that, then that's when you come over here, you view, you know what I'm saying, you zoom in or whatever, and then you just type in like BA, and then you add that hoe to the watch list right here. So you could look at that. But yeah, that's pretty much like AMAT. And this is basically showing me the stocks. They got neutral buy, strong buy rating, year to date, 10% and above. Like they heading somewhere this year. If you really wanted to get some ones that's like moving, like okay, let's look at the ones that's been going 20%, right? Because they obviously moving for a reason, right? So you could do that as well. So Boeing up more than 20% year to date. Royal Caribbean, Microtrip, right? You know what I'm saying? All of these companies. So yeah, that's the performance, and then the price change. I can kind of take that off. So yeah, that's pretty much how that shit go. And you can look at it from, you know what I mean, like a list, or you can look at it from that. Either one.
Okay. That is useful as hell.
Yeah. So you basically got like, and then like as you going in, you could literally just see like, okay, like all right, like Netflix is dipping, Intuit, Uber, you could set it up. The reason why I like it like a screener, because like you could set it up to basically where like it's stocks that like you understand in the sectors that you understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like all right, like we got the index. Like if we wanted to do a certain PE, if we wanted, like you get so much, you can do. Right now we don't have it on any sectors. Right now we really just got it on performance. Year to date has been 20% and above. So that's all. That's the only stocks that we're looking at right now of year to date stocks. All right, so Walgreens, Wynn Resorts, Alpha One, Dollar Tree. Like I said, it's really just stocks. Like I'm obviously more of a, like a futures guy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I just wanted to show you that. But I'm about to hop in this. Hood trade.
Oh shit! I was trying to make a Coinbase account. I can't even do it in Spain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got it. It won't let me like verify my location.
Oh shit.
That's my friend. They're trading Ethereum.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all want to go get something to eat earlier?
Yeah, we went to the barbecue place.
Oh.
But the barbecue place, it wasn't really hitting for me, honestly.
Well, it's hitting you today.
Nah, the wings hit. I ain't gonna lie, the wings hit. The wings definitely hit. But
You got something else? You got something else?
Yeah, I got the wings, and then I got the beef rib, but that hoe just wasn't hitting, bro. Damn, my fucking hand's starting to hurt. Jesus. Oh. I gotta charge this one. All right. Let's get in this hood. Okay. So what did I say? I said an $80 call. I said an $80 call. So typically what I do, options. So I'm gonna go an $80 call, and that'll be like a little bit more shorter term. So shorter term, I'll go an $80 call for like I said, I think 120, that'll be possible. But I want to go an $80 call. I want to make some cheese. So I like the $80 call. But I think it's worth that. For me, profit loss percentage. Yeah, I gotta go more. All right, let's go a $90 call. All right. Okay. Look at Bowen. Look at Bowen. I done had this shit charted up for damn near ever. And I used to own it, but it wasn't doing shit. Because they was crashing them damn planes. I'm dead ass.
I know that shit started dropping like crazy.
Yeah, that's why the stock was down all 2024.
Yeah.
You know, usually it's a great, it's a great defense stock to have. I mean, it still got a long way to go. They still got literally from two, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's hitting one of those levels. It's about to, if it hit this level right here, we're gonna retest by 230, and then we're gonna be up. We're gonna be up all to the races. Cause right now, how did it perform on the tariffs and stuff? It didn't do that.
So if you would get in on this, you would wait till it filled that gap.
I don't know, man. Bowen is weird, you know. It's like, okay, like this area here, right, is kind of like the dead cat. Because it's like the dead cat bounce area.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it
just
hit this level.
Exactly. It just done hit here and we bounce. Like that's guaranteed we're gonna hit this area.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna clear this area, which we did. So it's like I'm not even really like I'm counting that, but I'm not really like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So off of lows this year, we up 78%. That's the numbers. But like I said, like that area we was bouncing up was pretty like predictable. But we also could have failed more because the stock has been more. So I can't ignore that fact. Right. So if I'm looking at it here, I gotta look and see what they're doing from the business side, because Boeing isn't like a retail stock. Boeing is just like one of those stocks that you know, it moves, you know, when it does. It's a good stock to own, you know, especially like when war tensions start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they the ones making all the damn planes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, it just think of it as like, you know, more revenue. Look at that core.
That's probably why I started going up so much this year from off the lows. You said 70%?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so 78% off of lows, but it's still down about.
About 50%.
Yeah, still down about 50% from highs. So I gotta really, I gotta look in the in the Boeing for sure. Yeah, but this hood trade, man, I'm looking at that $90 entry, throw about 10 down for a $90 call. You know, I mean, $90, I like it. $90 strike. Okay. That's what we do. All right. Yeah, Bone up 5% today. Yeah, I'm gonna go October. October for sure. For 7,800 actually. $90 call. It's like a 2-to-1. Kind of risk. What was it again? 10-17. Thing about it is too, we're gonna start like when the companies get profitable. That's a good sign, man. That's a real good sign. Yeah, they got them earnings too. Last earnings. What was the EPS? Yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah, Hood going for sure. I think we can get it. Yeah, probably so. Hood is see, like that's good. So like you see this number right here. So the EPS actually dropped from Q1 to Q1 to Q2, but it's still a 216% year-over-year increase. So that's really good. So it's a slight quarterly decline, but still strong.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. Like usually you want these to be growing every quarter, but like 216% is
That's out there in the apple.
Yeah. Market recovery. And the thing about Hood that's good about how much Bitcoin do they hold?
me this. I demand for you, baby. Up for you, baby. I demand for you, baby. Just give me your love. I demand for you, baby. Demand for you, baby. Demand for you, baby. Just give me your love. You just say me I don't take care, so how you really want that? Me I do it for the love. I'm gonna let you drop your bank. I'm gonna let you cause I'm falling for you. Give me this. I demand for you, baby.
All right, let's get it.
I demand for you, baby. Just give me your love.
All right, y'all. Well, DCE. Nah. I mean, it depends. It depends on the stock. Like I have before, but I'm more like of a future. I'm a more of a futures trader. Like, so for example, like I was telling my boy and telling the community. So like this was like my original entry here. Here, actually, let me double check real quick so I don't say you nothing wrong. Hold on real quick. I don't like this. I don't like how it does that. Anyways, Brody, so my position on Natty, basically I had got in like here. Let me zoom back on. I had got in like around 22, like 885 originally for 3 contracts on NASDAQ. And then I knew if we came back down to this level, I was gonna add more. So like basically, I guess that was a dollar cost average or a double down. And I wanted to make up some of those losses. So I had bought 3 here and then I bought 2 here, basically. And then like overall, my overall stop loss was really like honestly, bro, just cause like where we at is like all the way. Hold on, let me go on the 4 hour. Shit looking. Yeah. Like my overall stop loss is like all the way down here, bro.
God damn.
Like 22. Because and honestly, I just like I said, it just depends on like where we would be at, you know. If Trump came out and said, you know what, fuck this. Everybody getting 100% tariffs and we there, then all right, I just gotta take the L on that trade. But like we would already be knowing, you know what I'm saying, that at this time. But basically what I'm saying is like we just in this super uptrend. We've been in this uptrend, you know what I mean, since like 16,000 areas. So, you know, but yeah, anyways, that's kind of like usually what I do. Not typically with options, but I have done it before, but definitely like on futures. Like I said, we was here 3 contracts, then I entered 2 more. And then like if we kind of broke this swing low area, then I would start like either thinking about either re-adding or you know what I mean, like completely like exiting position. But like this is like my, you know what I mean, like my long term theory, like because I like to think on the daily time frame and you know long term and where we're going. But not everybody has like that amount of capital to just you know double down that much. So I'm more like a scale in type of guy. Like I don't put all of my position in, especially when we like kind of like at these highs right now. That's just you know was work for me. I don't mind waiting, you know, for swings, for lows, this and that, because I know eventually like where we're gonna end up at, and I place a much heavier position, you know, during those times. So basically, to put it in context, yeah, I did 5 contracts here, but I had the power to do like 40 contracts. So 5 of 40 contracts, you know, you do the math in terms of like the percentage of that. That's like maybe 10, no 15. That's like 15% pretty much or so of what I actually could have did. So I hope that kind of break it down for you, but man, I'm about to hop off this stream though. Been on here for 2 hours. I'm about to place this hood trade. I'm placing hood trade today. I'm staying in NASDAQ. I'm staying long on NASDAQ. I'm hopping in hood. I'm hopping in AMD. And then I'm going to look at like Duolingo and Boeing tomorrow. And then as well as I'm going to go through like just some more stocks, but I don't have to trade too many stocks. I honestly try not to. Like I said, I'm more of a futures guy, but I know you can get more gains from stocks for sure. You see how AMD kind of rejected that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Really following through with that.
I mean, but you could also say the same thing. Like if we would have you could have just marked it here and just said like, all right, well, we technically already broke out because
this is your breakout straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could say the same thing there.
And it's still respecting that trend line too.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's the breakout, but it still representing the overall trend. You know. So, and it was supposed to sell right there. It's premium levels, supply levels. So that's expected. You know. But yeah, man, I'm hopping off this hoe. Peace out, y'all. Oh shit, somebody just hopped on. Somebody else just hopped on. I don't know who that is. Appreciate y'all hopping on. If you watch later, appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, good luck to y'all on trading. Yeah, good luck in these markets. Peace.